Welcome to this part of Music for Dancers, where we're helping great dancers become even better dancers by taking their dance ability and movement vocabulary and combining them with an understanding of the music. Now, if you haven't watched the intro to this series, I highly recommend you go back and watch that, because it'll give you a grounding for some of the things we'll be talking about. But in today's clip, what we're going to be discussing is some fundamental principles. I call them the Baarns Musicality fundamentals. And here's just the first couple. The number one rule, the number one thing you want to remember over and over again is music has structure. And sometimes I'll say that music ain't random. You can say it either way, it doesn't matter, it's the same idea. That music has structure, it isn't random. When this group of 5 to 20 musicians get together, they have a plan, and that plan unfolds over time. And a very interesting thing for us as dancers is when we recognize and understand these structures, we can take advantage of them and have our dance reflect the way the music's unfolding. Now, as these musical elements unfold, these structures, you're going to start recognizing them from one song to another. And that's a beautiful thing as a dancer. Now, if you walk into somebody's house for the first time, and you walk into a room and it has a sink and a refrigerator and maybe a stove, the first thing that goes off in your head is, I'm in the kitchen, okay? Unless you have a lobotomy, that's pretty simple. So you walk in the bathroom, it's pretty obvious it's a bathroom most places. And because you know that, you know appropriate behavior in the kitchen, hopefully, and in the restroom. Totally different way, input, output, whatever, different subject. The point is this, as a dancer, when you understand the structure of the music, then you can have the appropriate behavior during those parts of the tunes. So while there are many, many different parts of the song, there's this structure that's going on, and you can recognize it even with a brand new song that you've never heard before. Now, you can also think of a song as a house. A house has structure, and a lot of times a house will have more than one bedroom. And sometimes each of those bedrooms will have its own restroom right inside of it, so that it can be private. Well, music's somewhat like that you'll have a master bedroom, and then you'll have another section that is similar, but with variations. And if you look at the different bedrooms in most houses, they're all similar. They're variations on a theme. And as you listen to more and more music and understand the structure, you're going to very quickly figure out that, wow, once I see part of the house, the other parts are similar and many things repeat, and you'll start recognizing them as you're listening more to great music. Now, I get darn excited explaining this and sharing these concepts with people because the light bulb goes off at some time that the music repeats itself like a set of row houses or an apartment complex where you have apartment A and apartment B and apartment C. You know, they're darn similar. There are variations on them, but it's the same idea repeating. And the most interesting thing is, as you're listening to more music, it becomes predictable. Beautiful thing if you're a dancer to be able to predict that something is coming up soon based on something that you heard earlier, because it is going to repeat at a logical point. Because rule number one, foundational principle number one says music has structure, it ain't random, and you're going to see that the different sections end up repeating and they become predictable. So in the next tape of this series, we're going to look at something that I call probably 4. And it's a principle that helps you understand the sections that are going to occur in the music. There's something called phrases, and these phrases are laid out in a way that you can hear them. And boy, when you start hearing them, it's going to open up a whole new world for listening. And then later, we're going to take our dancing and we're going to make sure that as each phrase goes by and you're understanding these concepts of how the music's going to unfold, how you can take that and apply it to your dancing. So be sure to subscribe, be sure to rate, be sure to comment. I need your feedback on this to make it even better. And we're going to put some examples. Now, I'm working with some brand new software and I'm excited about that too. So we'll see you in the next Music for Dancers clip.